Imagine a persistent ache, a constant companion that whispers or shouts its presence, day in and day out. Chronic pain affects millions, stealing energy, joy, and precious moments. But what if simple, readily available ingredients from your kitchen held a secret to soothing that discomfort? Today, we're exploring the ancient wisdom and modern understanding of how salt and olive oil, combined, can offer a natural approach to managing chronic pain. We'll delve into why this duo might work, share easy-to-follow recipes for topical application, and importantly, discuss how to use them safely. Stick around to discover a potential new ally in your pain management journey. The science behind salt and olive oil for pain relief. The interaction of salt and olive oil in topical applications for pain relief is rooted in their distinct properties and how they can influence the body's response to discomfort. Salt, particularly coarse sea salt, possesses osmotic properties. When applied to the skin, it can draw out excess fluid from tissues. This fluid retention can contribute to inflammation and pressure on nerves, exacerbating pain. By gently reducing this localized swelling, salt may offer a mild analgesic effect. Furthermore, the mineral content of sea salt, including magnesium and potassium, is thought by some to be beneficial for muscle and nerve function, although robust scientific evidence for this specific application is limited. Olive oil, on the other hand, is rich in oleocanthal, a compound that exhibits anti-inflammatory properties similar to ibuprofen. This natural anti-inflammatory action can help to soothe irritated tissues and reduce the inflammatory cascade that often underlies chronic pain conditions. The oil also acts as a carrier, facilitating the absorption of any beneficial compounds from the salt and providing a moisturizing base that can calm the skin. Preparing a simple salt and olive oil mixture for topical use is straightforward. A common ratio involves combining coarse sea salt with high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Start with about half a cup of coarse sea salt. Gradually add extra virgin olive oil, stirring continuously until a thick, paste-like consistency is achieved. The mixture should be moist enough to spread but not so oily that it drips excessively. For enhanced benefits, some individuals incorporate a few drops of essential oils known for their pain-relieving properties, such as lavender for relaxation or peppermint for a cooling sensation. Always ensure essential oils are properly diluted in the olive oil before mixing with the salt, as they can be potent and cause skin irritation if used undiluted. Store the prepared mixture in an airtight container in a cool, dark place. Before applying the salt and olive oil mixture to a larger area, it is crucial to perform a patch test. Apply a small amount of the preparation to an inconspicuous area of skin, such as the inner forearm. Wait for at least 24 hours to check for any signs of redness, itching, or irritation. If any adverse reaction occurs, discontinue use immediately. For application, gently massage a small amount of the mixture onto the affected area. Avoid applying to broken or irritated skin. The salt crystals can provide a gentle exfoliating effect as you massage, which can further stimulate circulation. Leave the mixture on for about 15-20 minutes. Then rinse thoroughly with lukewarm water. Pat the skin dry gently. This process can be repeated once or twice a day, depending on individual comfort and response. While salt and olive oil can offer a complementary approach to managing discomfort, it is vital to approach their use with realistic expectations and a focus on safety. These remedies are not a substitute for professional medical advice or treatment. Chronic pain can stem from a variety of underlying conditions, and it is essential to consult with a healthcare professional for an accurate diagnosis and a comprehensive treatment plan. They can advise whether topical salt and olive oil applications are appropriate for your specific situation and help you integrate them safely into your overall pain management strategy. Pay close attention to your body's signals. If the application causes any discomfort or worsens your symptoms, cease use. Remember that consistency and gentle application are key to potentially experiencing any benefits from this natural approach. Practical applications and recipes. The salt and olive oil combination, often referred to as a natural remedy for chronic pain, leverages the properties of both ingredients for potential topical relief. Salt, particularly coarse sea salt, is thought to draw out excess fluid and toxins from tissues, which can contribute to inflammation and pain. Olive oil acts as a carrier, helping the salt penetrate the skin and providing its own anti-inflammatory and moisturizing benefits. This synergy may help to soothe sore muscles and joints. Preparing a simple salt and olive oil rub is straightforward. For a basic application, you'll need coarse sea salt like Himalayan pink salt or Epsom salt. Though Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate, not sodium chloride, and works differently, and extra virgin olive oil. Start with a ratio of roughly 2 parts salt to 1 part olive oil. Combine them in a small bowl, mixing until you achieve a paste-like consistency. If it's too dry, add a little more olive oil. If it's too wet, add more salt. The goal is a texture that can be easily spread onto the skin without dripping excessively. Before applying to a larger area, always perform a patch test. Apply a small amount of the mixture to an inconspicuous area of skin, such as the inner forearm. Wait 24 hours to check for any redness, itching, or irritation. If a reaction occurs, discontinue use. When ready for application, gently massage the paste onto the affected area, such as sore joints or aching muscles. You can cover the area with a warm compress or a clean cloth for about 15-20 minutes to enhance the soothing effect. After the application time, rinse the area thoroughly with lukewarm water. It is important to avoid open wounds or broken skin. For a slightly more potent blend, consider infusing the olive oil beforehand. Gently warm a cup of extra virgin olive oil in a double boiler or a heat-proof bowl set over a pot of simmering water. Add a few sprigs of fresh rosemary or a tablespoon of dried rosemary, known for its anti-inflammatory properties. Let it infuse for about an hour, keeping the heat low. Strain the oil and let it cool completely before mixing it with coarse sea salt as described earlier. This infused oil can offer additional benefits. Remember, this therapy is for external use only and should complement, not replace, professional medical advice and treatment for chronic pain conditions. Always consult your healthcare provider before trying new remedies, especially if you have underlying health issues or are taking medications. Understanding chronic pain, causes, and mechanisms. Chronic pain is a complex condition that persists for 3 months or longer, often beyond the expected healing period of an initial injury. This prolonged discomfort can stem from a variety of sources. Sometimes it originates from ongoing tissue damage, such as in conditions like arthritis where joints are inflamed and deteriorating. In other instances, the pain signals themselves become the problem. The nervous system, which transmits pain messages to the brain, can become overly sensitive or even malfunction. This means that normal sensations might be interpreted as painful, or pain signals are amplified and continue even when there's no longer an actual injury. Neuropathic pain, for example, arises from damage to the nerves themselves, leading to burning, tingling, or shooting sensations. Central sensitization is another mechanism where the brain and spinal cord become hypersensitive, making the body's pain processing system work overtime. This can lead to widespread pain that doesn't correlate with any specific physical problem. The mechanisms behind chronic pain are multifaceted. Inflammation plays a significant role, releasing chemicals that irritate nerve endings and contribute to persistent pain. Over time, these inflammatory processes can cause changes in the nerve pathways, making them more easily triggered. Muscle tension and spasms can also contribute, creating a cycle of pain and discomfort. Psychological factors are equally important. Stress, anxiety, and depression can all worsen the perception of pain and make it harder to cope. In fact, the brain's response to pain can be altered by emotional states, amplifying the suffering. This intricate interplay between physical and psychological elements means that chronic pain is rarely a simple matter of a single cause. It's a dynamic process that can evolve and change over time. Understanding these underlying causes is crucial for effective management. When pain signals become a constant presence, they can lead to significant disruptions in daily life, affecting sleep, mood, and the ability to participate in activities. The persistent activation of pain pathways can even lead to changes in brain structure and function over time. This doesn't mean the pain isn't real. It means the body's natural pain relief mechanisms are overwhelmed or not functioning optimally. Identifying the specific type of chronic pain and its contributing factors is the first step towards finding relief. This often involves a thorough medical evaluation to rule out any underlying diseases or conditions that require specific medical treatment. Embrace a gentler approach to managing your chronic pain. We've explored how the simple combination of salt and olive oil can offer relief by potentially reducing inflammation and improving circulation. Remember, it's about supporting your body's natural healing processes. When preparing your therapeutic blend, a good starting point is 1 part fine sea salt to 2 parts high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Mix them thoroughly to create a paste. For application, a small amount massaged gently into the affected area can be beneficial. Always perform a patch test on a small, inconspicuous area of skin first to check for any sensitivity. If irritation occurs, discontinue use. This therapy, while promising for many, is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before starting any new treatment, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are taking medications. They can help you determine if this approach is right for you and how to use it safely. We hope this information empowers you to explore natural avenues for pain management. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. What other natural remedies for pain relief are you curious about? Let us know in the comments below. In our next video, we'll delve into the fascinating world of aromatherapy and discover how specific essential oils can further complement your pain relief journey. Stay tuned.